Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. For the safety of the players and all attendees, the Anguilla Football League requests that you refrain from standing at the rails or running in the walkways. We also remind you that spectators are not allowed to go onto the field or interrupt play in any manner.
Good night, one and all. We are back here at the Raymond Gishard Stadium. We have just seen attacker Lions knocking Kings out of this knockout tournament. It's the Enforcers. They will be taking on Spartans in what is anticipated to be a good game. With me in commentary is none other than that goes by the name of Doc. Mr. Brian, it's good to have you this evening. And what are your takes on the game? What are your take on the game you've seen just a while ago, and your expectation on this game?
Well, yes, good evening to everyone. And yes, that first game, you could feel the tension. I was there in the crowd because I was dealing with the selecting of the man of the match, and you could feel the tension among both sets of supporters, and you could eventually saw it spark out on the field, and the Lions, they just seem to have wanted it more than the Kicks. They continued like their pressure towards the end of the game. They played with more intensity than the Kicks, and all of their hard work resulted in a goal. And well, in terms of this game here now, you would have to believe that the Enforcers should come out on top. But again, that's never guaranteed because this is a one-off tournament and anything can happen. Because as you did see in the last game I commentated on the Wednesday, it was the Diamonds came out of nowhere and blew the attackers off the park. And then on Thursday, you saw the development. They gave Ducks a real roll for their money. So you can never really call what's going to happen in these knockout games. But in this game, you really should expect for the Enforcers to just have too much for the Spartans.
Well, you will always hear me say in commentaries that the ball is wrong. And so because the ball is wrong, anything is expected.
Yes, we're going to see this game. I'm seeing a couple of changes here for the Spartans, as it looks like the man Harding he's settled into his role of coaching, wearing his favorite Aubameyang jersey, and looks like he's being replaced in the midfield by, I think that's Amane. Yes, it is Amane Richardson, I believe. It was replaced him in the midfield. So we'll see if this change would really spark the Spartans into life, you would hope.
Well, there's a lot of instructions and that has been dished out there by the referee to both captains. Number 10, that's Sean Isaacs for the Enforcers, and it's Rogers, yes, for Spartans. It is going to be Enforcers who will get us started, ensuring that the lines are ready and We are about to kick things off, and the whistle goes. Enforcers kicking from east to west, from left to right. Enforcers, we have not yet gotten the team sheets. As soon as we do, we will let you know. It's Duke with the ball, gives it to Mason. Mason runs it all the way in the back. It's with Bowens, who gives it to his number 22. And that ball is cut out there by Thomas. It's Spartans. Long ball, long searching ball for his forward. Oh, this is dangerous! It is into the air! Shot on goal! Oh! In the first minute of play, Spartans with an opportunity, a glorious opportunity, making a hash of that one. He had an opportunity to go into the box, to play the ball into the air, and I tell you what an opportunity in the first minute of play.
Well, again, that's another change that the Spartans have made, because usually the man Dequan Brooks, he usually plays up top, and him and Steven interchange, and it's usually Devontae Rocks who plays on the left wing. But what I'm seeing here now is that they're playing both Steven and Dequan, and the change has already started to prove dividends for them. As you see Dequan here moving towards the byline, but his shot is going to cause the goalkeeper no issues. So the Spartans are playing with a lot of life here to start off this game.
Remember, I told you, the ball is wrong. It's the Enforcers though with the ball, gives it away to Spartans, who gives it back to the Enforcers. A tackle coming in there from Thomas, the ball goes out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to the Enforcers. It's going to be taking this one. It's Duke with the ball. Duke give it back to his man, who finds his number 22. We are without a team sheet, so we are wait. It's gonna be a foul against Spartans again. Number 22 there being infringed, and it's the Enforcers with the ball. It's not going to be Tyrese, it's going to be Bowens who gives it to Tyrese. Tyrese looking to play the ball down the wing. And Duke there, not with no hurry at all in the world, loses out. It's Bowens with the ball who plays it all the way back to his custodian, who tops it. And then Claire's one. His number 22 picks it up. Momentarily, he does well in recovering. He goes down, and it's going to be a free kick. Thomas has been spoken to there by the referee, and from what we saw in this game, we know the referees would have zero tolerance for discipline on the field. It's a throw there by the Enforcers. It's Mesa with the ball. Looks to change the wing for the first time. The Enforcers going on the left wing. They give the ball away momentarily. It is in Spartans who picks it up. Enforcers coming back, but it's still Spartans. Enforcers with the ball. Wrong there, stop and play, but with no whistle. Silvanus with the ball. Silvanus on the left wing. Number 7, Silvanus making a run down the wing. Here comes Silvanus. A good ball. Throw over. And a good take there by the keeper. Too heavy a touch for Isaac to run on to.
Oh yes, he did see the man Silvanus James. They're moving on from his striking position over to the left-hand side. And he had an opportunity to put a cross into the box, but it was a bit too much on it and allowed for the goalkeeper Darian to get onto it and to put out any fires that may have been caused by the Enforcers.
And the man going down there, just on the edge of the penalty area, he's been waved to the ground. He's been told to get up by the referee. And it's Spartans. And the play has been held up now because a Spartan player is down on the far side, but he's back on his feet. And it's going to be a free kick for the Spartans. So Alaric takes the free kick very quickly. Back with Rogers. Rogers looking for a long pass up the field. There's a foot race there. It's going to be won by the defense for Enforcers. Being put out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in on the right flank of play for Spartans. Spartans with the throw. Spartans. This good ball there, losing out there. Number 22 for Police, making a good run, losing there. It is Spartans into the air, and it is into the arms of the custodian harmlessly. It was escorted there. The Enforcers on escort duties. It is Enforcers. It was Tyrese. Tyrese looks up, look to play a long ball forward. It is Isaac, and he is going to. It's going to recall. It is a foul against the Enforcers, and it's going to be a free kick to Spartans, just outside the 18-yard area. Free kick taken by Rogers. Ball nodded by Mason, and it's picked up there by Sylvanus. Sylvanus holds it up, gets it to Mason. Mason looking for Duke, can't find him. Tyrese confronting his man there. The ball goes out of touch, and it's going to be throw-in for the Enforcers. Right in front of us here. Through taken quickly. Isaacs looking to get around his man. Does so well. Isaac with the ball. Losing. Looking for James. Was unable to find him. And it is Spartans who gives it away. It is Duke with the ball. Duke picks it up. Looks up. Finds Isaac. Oh, Isaac. He's been robbed off the ball. It's Thomas. Thomas looks for. Finds Kukaran, who gives it away. It is Brown with the ball, who turns. Finds his man there. Looking to send James forward. Was unable to. The ball has been knocked out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Enforcers. So we have got no sheet, and we will be giving you the names of the starters in just a bit. What is the Enforcers with the throw? Looking to mount an attack. Looking to score early here. He has the ball coming across, and it's been cleared out by Rogers, and it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner by the Enforcers. Very early in the piece, the Enforcers, they have height on their part. The likes of Bowens and Mason, not only height, but they have the bodies. It is going to be a corner. It's going to be taken by Brown from the right corner flag. Ball coming in, it goes up, and it goes straight across net, and it's going to go out, and it's cleared there momentarily by Spartans. Spartans with the ball. Ball knocked down field. It's going to go out of touch. It's going to go for a throw. Tyrese is going to take it, and he takes it very quickly. Bowens with the ball. Bowens holds it up, looks at Mason, has space, gives it to Mason. Mason finds his man on the far side, looking to change the play again. Is Brown. Brown looking for Mason, doesn't find him, gives it away to Spartans. Spartans looking to get past Tyrese. Tyrese knocks it out. And it's going to be throwing to Spartans. Into the 10 minutes of play we go. 0-0. Spartans taking on Enforcers in this knockout game. Spartans without their central defender, Kivoy Lake. We see Rogers will have to take up the mantle. It is the Enforcers looking to get past Spartans here. Not being able to do so thus far. It is Enforcers. A long ball forward. There's going to be trouble. And it is with Duke. Duke picks it up. He turns. looks up, sees the man coming in, controls. This could be dangerous. Shot on goal, block. Shot on goal, block. Cleared momentarily. It is still in the 18-yard area, and it goes out of touch. No, it's been put back into play. It is still the enforcers with the ball. Ball coming across, blocked again. It's still the enforcers with the ball. Ball coming in! Oh, dangerous ball, good ball looking ball. And Isaac was unable to get to the end of it. And in the end, it goes out of touch. And it's going to be a goal kick to Spartans finally.
Well, yes, you see the enforcers there. They're playing so much pressure on the Spartans' goal so far. They are really knocking on the door. And you would have to feel it's only a matter of time before they stamp their advantage on this game and make it 1-0. We're seeing a lot of play going down the left-hand side of the enforcers and allowing Duke to make the runs on the right-hand side towards the back post, and he nearly got on the edge of one of the balls there. But one thing I've noticed about this new Spartans lineup, it seems that they've gone for a pure pace system. Like the man Dion Williams, who just starts on the right-hand side, he's been replaced by Devontae Rouse, who's moved over to the right-hand side and allowed for Dequay Brooks to fill in on the left-hand side. So you're also seeing the long ball tactic being applied as it's moved again forward. But this one should be no problems for the Enforcers' defense.
Well, you didn't hear it from me. You heard it from not just a commentator, but you heard it from the man from within the camp of the Spartans. Spartans with a throw from the right flank of play. Spartans, it's with Thomas, long ball. That was Tivon, and that was Thomas. The structure appeared to be the same, number 9 and number 19. Well, it is Enforcers who gives it away. The ball is going to be knocked out of touch, and it's going to be a throw to Enforcers. 0-0 into the 13th minute of play. Spartans holding their own against what and paper, and from what we've seen, a better opponent, the better of the two, but it's still 0-0. The ball is wrong. Anything can happen on the day. We saw on Wednesday, we saw attackers who a bigger name of the here comes Enforcers. This could be the first goal. It is going to be. It is goal number 1. Sylvanus in the 13th minute of play makes it 1-0. 1-0. Spartans, their backs are on the rope. Their defense has been breached, and Sylvanus calmly getting around the goalkeeper and helping it into the back of the net. 1-0.
And that there shows the dangers of leaving veteranship on the bench. The man Kevoy Lake, their custom right back. He's listed as a substitute, but he was not able to make it today, and that's the dangers of veteranship. We saw the man Sylvanus James just slide in that gap between the right center back and the right back, where the man Kevoy usually plays, and he had all the time in the world, took it past the keeper easily, and it's 1-0 here to the Enforcers.
1-0 in the 13th minute of play. Sylvanus, the man for the Enforcers. Well, as you heard it from the man in the comments here, he said that the Enforcers were knocking down the door of the Spartans, and it was just a matter of time before they broke it down, and it has been breached. The defense has been breached. Spartans are down 1-0. The Enforcers in the 14th minute of play through Sylvanus James, making it 1-0. Here is James again with the ball, gives it there to his number 22. Miller, the man, number 22. There's Sylvanus being pushed in the back there. And it's going to be a free kick to the Enforcers. And about to midway in the Spartans half. 1-0. You lose, you go home. It is as simple as that. This is the knockout phase. So thus far, 3 teams are past the first round. We have free kick taken, and here's a dangerous ball play there. Duke was looking there in the box. The ball has been knocked out of touch, cleared out. It's a shot quickly taken. Duke on the end of this one. Duke looking to cross coming in, and it's a goal! On goal! It's a goal! In the 16th minute of play. In the 16th minute of play, we'll get the name for you. In the 16th minute of play, that is it Hodge who put that one in the back of his own net. And Spartans are 2 goals down. That was a superb goal, but in the wrong net.
And again, you must say that's the danger of not having veteranship on the field. Because again, that is the man Kivoy's position, the right back slot. He secured that position. And his replacement, who has not really played much football this season, the man Jamai Hodge, it was a brilliant finish, you must say. No matter which goal it was in, it was an absolutely brilliant finish. Just into the wrong net. And the forces are running away with this one.
Well, it was a clinical finish. You can say what you want, but for the season, it is one of the most clinical goals I've seen. Here comes the enforcers again. Danger! 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 The keeper's on the ground. Danger! It has been averted because the ball is out, and it's going to be a corner to the enforcers. Trouble, trouble, and more trouble. The enforcers are making their mark. The enforcers are making their mark. 2-0. We are just in the 17th minute of play. 2-0. Lose and you go home. Free kick. So then ball going off the head of Masimba Bowen, and it's right out of touch, and it's going to be another corner. It's another corner from the right corner flag of the Spartans goal. 2-0. Ball served in. Good ball into the air. It goes up and it's cleared off the line and allowing the keeper to come and take it. Well, 2-0. Could have easily been 3. Here is the Spartans looking to mount an attack. It has been broken down. Mounting to nothing. Ball is with the custodian of the enforcers. 2-0. Spartans without their main right back in Kivoy Lake. Not sure what much of a difference it would have made, but thus far this could be 3 goals. This could be 3 goals. It's a goal in the 19th minute of play. Shoulders as the captain of the enforcers makes it 3-0, and the goal heaven has opened over at the Harmony Gishard Stadium. In the Spartans, they have 3 goals in a race to enforcers.
And again, look at the side that goal came from. Again, it's the right hand side of the Spartans defense being opened time and time again. And I have another question to the Spartans coach and staff. Why leave veteranship? You have Kerry Gokaran, who played right up for the Spartans for multiple years on the bench. You have Solomon Gokaran. You have Aaron Richardson, all veteran defenders. But you put a winger in Jamai. Use your players on the wing into your defense. And it's really costing them so far. But you have to give credit where credit is due. The enforcers are tearing the Spartans apart so far. They have 0 answers to this, to the onslaught by the enforcers so far.
Well, Gukaran is on the field. That is Eric. But it's more in a midfield area. This ball coming in from him, and that could have easily been that came off the boot of no one else but than the man himself, Bukaran. That's Eric Bukaran. Well. Didn't see much of that at all in the first game. That was a very long shot, and the goalkeeper making a hash of it, didn't take it cleanly, and could have easily been 3-1. Right? It's not to be. It is still 3-0. 3-0. Ball served in there, and it goes out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick to the enforcers. 3-0. An own goal. The man Isaac and James all scoring for Spartans. Spartans with the ball. Ball is Spartans in their own half. And the ball, that's Gokaran who knocks it out of touch. He was being pressured there by Isaac. So quickly taken. Isaac with the ball. Allowing it to run. Here is Isaac. Isaac has been, the ball has been knocked there, touched off Isaac, and it's going to be a goal kick. A goal kick to Spartans. 3-0. 3-0 in the 22nd minute of play. Spartans taking on the enforcers in this second 2 games, a doubleheader. It's prime time, the prime time game, and this is the reason why it is a prime time game, because it has goals and more goals. You're going to see 3-0. We have seen so far in the first half of play. We are just about halfway into the first half, and already we have 3 goals in the back of the net.
Again, Mills, as you were saying, cricket, that's forward out the last after the first over. And you would say the enforcers are well on their way to making this game look like a cricket score. It's been an absolute massacre again. And you've seen again pressure being applied, but a foul against the enforcers, and that could have been dangerous. Again, you cannot play around with the ball in that area of your defense. And as a captain, Eric Rogers should know that. That's a bit dangerous there, but no harm done.
Well, very fortunate for Rogers. All ends well. Here is the enforcer again with the ball. Enforcers on the left wing again. Here comes. It's the left side of the field for enforcers. It's the right side for Spartans, and that's where their defense has been breached from time and time again. Oh, that's a collision there by 2 enforcers players, and the smaller man Miller is up. But here comes that is Bowens doing good well there for a moment. Seemingly Bowens were beaten, but he came back well. Ball has been given to the custodian, Bowens. So it's the enforcers who lose out there, and it's a loose ball. It's been knocked out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to Spartans. Throw-in to Spartans. 3-0. That's the scoreline into the 24th minute of play. 24th minute of play with 45 to play in this half. It's still about halfway to go, and we are already 3 goals up, and the enforcers continue to press. Montivon there, good header, and it's going to be a free kick. But that wasn't a very sensible play by Tivon. That wasn't a very sensible play at all by Tivon. He was looking for a one-time shot and could have been injured there in that collision. And we'll have to look at his team and see how valuable he is to the team. He can't afford to make a rash decision, and that can put him out of the game. He seemed to be in a bit of trouble. The free kick been taken, it goes through the field. Not a very good one there at all, and it's going to be a goal kick to the enforcers. 3-0 into the 25th minute of play we go. The referee just coming across and ensuring that Tivon is doing well. Was favoring his like for a moment. Here comes the enforcers again on the left wing. Here comes Silvanus. Oh, Silvanus walks over on the ball. Goalkeeper, the referee going over there. And the man there from Spartans is also down. Silvanus walking on the ball and crashing in to the player. It's Tivon. Silvanus is up. And Tivon is also up. So it's going to be a free kick to enforcers. Well, you might be able to describe that one and explain that one for me or for us.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'm not sure, but it looked to me like the enforcers player had already tripped on the ball and was starting to go down. And Tivon came across to try and cut him off. He collided with the enforcers player who was already making his way down. And I guess the referee saw that as dangerous play on Tivon and gave a free kick to the enforcers. But you would say it's a bit of a controversial call.
It was. Here is Silvanus who swings it in. The wall doing his job there. And oh, that's good goalkeeping there. Miller with the ball. Enforcer strikes. Defense doing his job there for Spartans. It's into the air. The ball is bouncing around. Spartans looking to clear on the edge of the air. They're looking to clear. It's enforcers with the ball. Giving it away. Looking for his man. Couldn't find him. It's still the enforcers. Still enforcers with the ball. He says, get up. The referee, that was a good play. Silvanus. Well. He skipped over the ball. He did well there. It's offside call. Offside call against the enforcers. Well, from that play, describe that play, because what we saw, Silvanus attempted to spin, to turn, but was a tackle.
From what it looked like, from my point of view, Silvanus had possession of the ball and had made a turn, but in doing so, the referee may have seen it as him losing possession of the ball. But from my point of view, it should have been a foul in the box, as he was taken down by a challenge more less than him losing possession of the ball. So you would have had to say that is a penalty, but maybe a bit of a mercy call by the referee, because when you're down 3-0 with less than a half hour played, I don't think you want to give away a penalty at that time. So maybe a bit of a mercy call by the ref.
Well, you said it best. It's Miller. A good ball to Isaac with the ball. Oh! Ricochet off the post. Offside call though against Isaac. And that was a tight call.
Again, it looked like he may have been onside, but again, maybe we're starting to feel bad for the Spartans, and maybe 50, 60, 40 kind of calls, they're just allowing the Spartans to have it, because right now it's not looking good for them. And the free kick again given away, a poor free kick by the Captain Alric.
Here's the enforcers with the ball. It is with Bowens, who sends it back to his custodian. Enforcers looking to mount an attack from the back. It's with Miller. Back to Mason. Mason wide to Jane. Tyrese gives it away. But Miller has been knocked there. Miller goes down. Thomas been the guilty party there. Miller, the free kick going against the free kick given against the enforcers. It's Thomas, number 6 for Spartans, with the free kick, a shot and goal. He's gonna go way over the top, and again not making use of these free kicks at all, not making good use of the free kicks. The dead ball is what you have to put pressure on the enforcers with, because you're not going to really outrun the defense of the enforcers that easily. Not with the likes of Masoum Baboyen in central defense.
And again, you're seeing that it's the dead ball situations that you would have to say are they should be the catalyst for the Spartans to try and kick on in this game, but they're not really making use of the dead ball situations. Again, there was no reason to shoot from about 50 yards out, but it is going to be the referee stopping the play for something, maybe to consult with the linesman. You have to see what this one here is about. But in the mean and between time, it's 3-0 here for the enforcers, and it's not something that you'd really be surprised at, as it was always going to be an uphill battle for the Spartans, and you have to say that they've not really shown up to the party today. And this is going to be a throw-in to the Spartans. Yes, this is going to be a throw-in.
So from what we have seen is as if the manager, coach, referee, the full package there for the Spartans in the person of here comes Isaac. Here comes Isaac with a shot on goal. Oh! Spartans living dangerously, and by mere inches, Spartan survives. Spartan surviving there. I don't know how. That was a good ball, a good through ball to Isaac. Isaac shooting there, and I tell you, that's going to call an offside. He's going to be called offside there on that occasion. But it was so very close to be 4-0.
And this time it's the other side of the defense for the Spartans, the left side being opened up. So again, you're seeing the enforcers, they are too fast for this Spartans defense, and the Spartans defense is pretty rapid as well, as you have some farmer track stars in there, but the enforcers too big, too powerful, too strong, and just completely outpowering the Spartans so far. As you see the man again goes over the top towards Sylvanus again. Yes, Sylvanus goes to the touch. This one going towards the goal, and it's wide of the target. Somehow, I don't understand how that missed. It should be 4-0, but the Spartans survive somehow.
Well, that figure 4 keeps running away from the enforcers for somehow or the other. Some reason or the other. I tell you what, it could have easily been 7-0. It's going to be a corner to the enforcers. Ball swung in. Heads going up. Ball going straight across the goal. It is Isaac who picks it up. Isaac sends the ball back. It is with Miller. Miller controls. Miller loses it. And they're looking for an attack here. Here comes Rock. Gives it away. Enforcers with the ball. Being tackled hard there, Miller. And it's going to be a free kick to the enforcers. So that was the man Devante Rose. The call there. Here is he's been called offside. He's been called offside. Isaac, on that occasion, and it's very difficult at times to do commentaries from our position. We have the passing crowd in front of us. It would be good if we are elevated. So tussle there for the ball, and the man has been fouled, and it's going to be a free kick to Enforcers, quickly taken. Enforcers, it's with Brong. Brong looks for and finds his man. It's given back to Brong. It's a 1-2 ball. Enforcers with the throw. Quickly taken to Silvanus. Silvanus looking for his man. Silvanus makes a run close to the goal line. Shot on goal! Oh! Inches away from the head of Duke! Inches away from the head of Duke! And the fourth goal keeps running away.
The enforcers, man, they just can't get this fourth goal. But again, you have to blame the wing back. This time it's Devontae playing in the left back style as Eric has moved centrally. He did not move goal side of the man Duke there. He just continued on his merry way, and he allowed for Duke to get goal side. And had he got a touch on it, any sort of a touch, it definitely had to be 4-0.
Well, a yellow card has been shown there to Mason. Very difficult, a tough one, a tough call on Mason there. Not seeing that as a deliberate handball at all from Mason. You know, it's one of the calmest, a sportsman I've ever met. You know, he plays hard, but he is very disciplined in play. Former national cricketer, man Mason. Enforcers with the ball, looking for goal number 4. Miller being robbed there. It's Brong with the ball. Brong looks up and looking to send Isaac running. Was unable to. It's Spartans with the ball. It's Spartans. Spartans lose it again. Not able to get around the tall figure of Bowen. He's not only tall, but he's very fast on his feet. This is going to be very difficult for the Spartans forward. Here is a true ball play through. Again, this could be dangerous. It's been played out, and it's going to be a corner for the Enforcers. Into the 38th minute of play. Enforcers 3, Spartans 0. Well, the Spartans has done well to keep it at 3 goals. The ball is serving in. It's going up! And ball! Foul call. Foul call. That 4th goal isn't coming for the Enforcers at all. That 4th goal keep running away. Infringement call. The ball was into the back of the net, but the whistle going there for an infringement. Free kick taken. Ball is back with the Enforcers.
The Enforcers now over on the left-hand side, as they're going to look to get off of this 3rd goal. There's a chance for a shot from the Enforcers, and the goalkeeper Darian does just enough, as his hands didn't stop this one, but his body did. And again, the Spartans living dangerously, and the Enforcers really should be up 4-0, and probably more than that, should be 5, 6, or 7, as they've had multiple opportunities to open up the Spartans' defense, but they just haven't been able to get this 4th goal, as the through ball comes through again. But again, there is a lot to the task. You can't really blame him for any of the goals that have scored, as he's had 3 good finishes against him, even though one was from his own teammate. He's had 3 brilliant finishes against him, and again, you really can't blame him for anything. He's about over to the right-hand side. No, here's the man Devontae Rose, and he's going to try to bring this one down on the right-hand side, looking for a chance to make a pass. He's going to let this one off towards Thomas George, and he's going to be met. This one picked up again on the right-hand side by Devontae Rose. But if he's going to stop the play here, and this is going to be the medics, as it's Miller over there, along with Thomas George, who are both down for the Enforcers and the Spartans. And this is going to be a opportunity for the medical personnel to to take a look at both players as they had a 50-50 collision there in the midfield. But if you look on the field now, you're seeing the dejection of the Spartans players. There's a player down on the left-hand side, a player down outside the box, players with hands on their knees, hands on their hips. They've really been shell-shocked so far, but you had to expect this. The enforcers have been quality all season, and they're really showing it out here today.
Yes, the enforcers, they have really played well in patches for the season, and they clearly has been the more dominant team in this game, to show that they have 3 goals in the bag. So Miller is over on the touchline with the medics. Its ball is going to restart. Is it by Spartans? So we will see. So it's going to be a bounce ball. The ball is given to Spartans. No, it's going to be retaken. It's going to be retaken. It's Spartans with the ball. Spartans looking to create an attack here. Spartans lose it. Still, Spartans gets it back. Spartans, shot and goal! Just over the crossbar. That was a shot, a good shot. Outside the 18-yard area and just floating over the crossbar. Fortunate for the enforcers. The game still 3-0.
But again, that's the danger man for the Spartans, the man Thomas George. He's a national team player for the under 17 and under 19 teams, I do believe. And he really did for the Spartans. Here come the enforcers now. Here come the enforcers. Trying to make it 4-0. He does make it 4-0. Calmness personified. No doubt about the finish. No real harm. No, there was no real doubt about it, you must say. And now finally the 4th goal comes for the enforcers. Right at the stroke of the halftime whistle. It's 4-0 to the enforcers here.
And if we notice what transpired there, I'm not sure if the Spartans defense understood what the enforcers did. Isaac was playing on the right wing, and all they did was to interchange. So Isaac went on the left. He brought the man Silvanus on the right wing. Silvanus was saying, "This is what I was telling you all the time." He made a run, and the finish was clinical. Here comes Spartans. Has to be defend here. The enforcers. It's been knocked out of touch, and it's going to be a corner for the Spartans. 4-0. The 4th goal coming in the 43rd minute of play of the boot of the man again, Silvanus James. He made it 1-0, and now he has made it 4-0. The corner is going to come in from the left corner flag of the enforcers' goal. It's the man, is it Thomas, who's going to swing it in. Again, as we've seen time and time again, here is the enforcers defending well. Here comes the enforcers again. Here comes the enforcers. It could make 5 goals. It is 5-0. It is 5-0. Silvanus James interchanging with Isaac and making Spartans pay 5-0 in the 45th minute of play. What is it going to be?
And again, you have to ask questions of the defense. This time it was Tivon making a mistake. He could have stayed with the runner. He committed to the header instead, and he missed out completely. And I guess the only question left in this game now is, Who's going to finish with more goals? Will it be Sylvanus or will it be the man, the captain of his ex? Who's going to finish with more goals for the Enforcers today? Because this game has been over since the start.
Well, we are going to have a substitution, it seems. Seems like the coach, manager, referee, everything, he's going to be going into goal. But here goes Enforcers again. Ball being cleared there. There is going to be a substitution. It's a minute. 2 added minutes. Not a substitution. It's 2 minutes. The board was lifted. And we thought it was going to be a substitution because we saw the coach there. A shot and goal! And it is taken cleanly there by the goalkeeper. That's what was Tyrese coming in there. Tyrese. 2 minutes extra time. Mason, the man. Gives it to Sylvanus again. Sylvanus stops it. Looks up. Gets it across to Miller. Miller stops it. Miller, shoot! Miller loses out. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be, yes, it's going to be a substitution. Now the substitution is going to come. Number 3 is going to go in. Number 19 is going to make way. And that is, it's Stefan. Is it Stefan? The ball going in, cleared. It's going to be another corner. That is Solomon. He's going to be coming in for, is it Tivon?
Probably the corner they can sit. No, Tivon here coming out.
Yes, he will be coming in for Tivon, number 19. Well, Spartans having 2 19s. And one of them is not ticked there, so he's not on the field. The 19 that is on is Stefan Richardson. So the Spartans playing with 2 number 19 on their lineup sheet. That's half time. So the substitution will definitely have to wait for the second half. Is it 5 goals or 6? Well, we lost count. It's 5 goals to nil. 5 goals to nil at halftime. It is the Enforcers really making light work of Spartans.
Again, it's been nothing but light work for the Enforcers so far. Everything has come to them so easily, and 5-0. You must say, no chance of the Spartans coming back. You cannot call a game from early, but this game is definitely over. It's 5-0 to the Enforcers here at halftime.
The Enforcers very much excited for those who are supporting the Spartans. It is 5 goals to nil. 5 goals to nil at halftime. 5 goals to nil at halftime. And the Spartans will really have a lot of work on their hand to have a chance in this game. 5 goals to nil. Unfair toss for the Spartans to come back in this game. Without speed where they can. The ball is wrong. It remains wrong. It's anything can happen until we come to you. For the second 45 minutes of play, we're going to be handing you back to the DJ.
But we are back live here for this second half of a beating being put on the Spartans by the enforcers. It's 5-0, and it really should have been a lot more. But now you're seeing the Spartans ringing in the changes here at halftime. Seeing the introduction of Deon Williams as well as the man Jaheim Lynch and finally Solomon Gukaran. So we're seeing the changes being rung in for the Spartans here. And can they spark them back to life? But they're down 5-0. And you wouldn't bet against the enforcers scoring of 5-1 this second half. It's been a thorough beatdown of the Spartans by the enforcers. And they would really hope to stem the tide of this match here. As we're going to see, it's the Spartans now looking to start brightly in the second half, looking for a pass forward that's going to be cut out well by the defense of the enforcers. Here come the enforcers now. That's the man Miller who played the ball over the top. But no harm done, says the goalkeeper. And he goes long over the top. And it's going to be back with Bowens there. And that's the man Andros Bowens, and he's going to make no mistake. In the defense, back with him again now, playing in the last back position for the enforcers. Moves out wide now over to the left hand side. It's at the feet of the number 3 for the enforcers. Back with Bowens, moves forward in towards Miller. He gives it away. Here's Stephen now. Stephen goes for a shot, but it's wide of the target. It was a good chance for the man Stephen Rogers, I believe it is, for the Spartans, playing in the number 9 position, had a chance for a shot that it really should have done better with there, as it was the best chance of the game for the Spartans, but it's going to remain 5-0 here. Here's the enforcers now in their defense now, looking for the pass out wide. Chance for 1-2, a very good 1-2. Here come the enforcers again. This time again tackling the left hand side. It gets past the number 7 Elric. Goes aside now. Chance for a shot. It's Isaacs and it's over the bar. It was an opportunity for a shot here, but this one is over the bar by the Captain Isaacs for the enforcers. And it's going to remain 5-0 here, but again, the enforcers starting brightly, and they're going to look to continue their dominance so far. Chance for the Spartans now, but the ball is not going to find the feet of any Spartans player, and it's now back with the enforcers in their defense. This is number 2, back with the man Bowens. He goes forward now. He's going to find the feet of Abbott now. Abbott goes long over the top, but the runner over there was offside for the enforcers and was forced to hold up his run. And it's going to be a Spartans turn, this time in the right back position. And it's going to be the man Lynch, leaves it for the Captain Elric for the Spartans to take this throw in. Captain Elric Rogers, call him Slicky. He's going to take this throw in long. Goes to the throw over the top. This header is going to be won by the enforcers. No chance for them to move forward. Moves inside now, looking for the pass. Going to find the feet of the man Miller, I believe it was. Goes the ball over to the left hand side now towards the enforcers player, but this one's going to cause no harm to the goal of goalkeeper Darian this time. And now are the enforcers going to be stuck on 5? They were stuck on 3 for a long period of time in the second half. And will they be stuck on 5 now? It's now back with the enforcers on the right hand side. Has a chance for a pass. This one goes high over the top, and it's going to again cause the goalkeeper for the Spartans no issues. Here's Stephen now. He takes this one down, has an opportunity for a pass, but he's going to go to dribble, and not the correct decision, as the enforcers are going to have a chance to win this one back. But it's Stephen again. Very good defensive work done by the man Stephen. Gives it off now. Here's Eric. Eric's going to go for the long ball. That's Eric Gokaran. This is going to be a header won by the enforcers. And now they can move. Chance for the pass. It's going to be cut out well by Solomon Gokaran. And this one's going to be back out wide for the enforcers. Ball played over to the right hand side. It's going to be picked up by the Spartans. Back in the defense of the Spartans. It's Eric again. He's going to go for another long ball over the top. This one's going to find only the man Andros Bowens there. and he's going to allow for the enforcers to move forward. It's Thomas, goes out wide actually. He's only going to find the feet of the number 15. No chance for the ball over to the right hand side. As the enforcers on the right hand side. Goes for the chip ball towards the back post. Here come the enforcers. Can they make it 6? No, the header is wide of the target. And the goalkeeper's going to pick this one up easily. He couldn't have gone for a shot on goal. Instead trying to head it back across goal for the man arriving there. But it was too much on it. And that's going to be a goal kick now for the Spartans. But again, 5 minutes into this half, and you would not bet against the enforcers to put another one to the back of the net, and maybe a few more, as it's 5-0 here for the enforcers so far. Here come the enforcers again. Here come the enforcers. Ball move forward now. Chance for the enforcers again on the left-hand side. And a very good sliding challenge by the captain, Rick Rogers again. A very good sliding challenge as he did not commit a foul. And it's out for an enforcer's throw-in. And again, a good cut of work being done by the man, Rick Rogers. I believe, actually, no, that was a mention. Jaheim Lynch doing well. And here's the enforcers now throwing down the line. He's going to look for a pass that he will not find. And he's going to pick this one back up now. Goes on the byline. He goes down the byline. Goes the ball towards the back post. And this is going to be a header won by the Spartans. A rare header won. And the shot in the rebound was always rising. It was a poor shot over on the left-hand side for the enforcers. And that's going to be a Spartans goal kick. Now this ball is just wide and high, and it's going to be an enforcer's throw. So again, no real chance of position for the Spartans. They come the enforcers. Ball inside. Should be 6-0. He puts it wide of the target. My goodness, they cannot make it 6. The enforcers are really struggling to make it 6. But again, you really can't criticize a team that are 5-0 up with maybe 51 minutes played in the game. You really can't criticize a team. And again, you can't criticize a team with the goalkeeper seated. The goalkeeper has no stress on him. He is seated in his goal. He is having the time of his life. And now here comes a chance for the Spartans. Ball over the top is going to be won well by the enforcers. And they have a back now with the player for the enforcer. Goes to a ball over the top. And it's going to be picked up again easily by the goalkeeper, Darian Carty. And now he goes long over the top. This one's going to be won back by the enforcers again. No chance for the Spartans to get a break in the defense. It's with, that's the man Miller, I believe it is. Goes up wide, back with Miller again. He goes forward this time. And now here come the enforcers. Ball through the gap. Here's going to be 6-0. But again, it's going to be the goalkeeper for the Spartans. Going to pick this one up easily. Again, what I've noticed is as Lynch picks it up now, his pass is misplaced, and it's Ross trying to win this one back, and he does. And keep this one in easily as well. After for the pass, he's trying to go down the line, and he's going to run out of space actually, and that's going to be an enforcer's throw. One thing I've noticed about the enforcer's defense is that it's extremely well organized. The man Bowens there is running his defense with an iron fist, you would say, as he's not allowing for any player to get out of the line to allow for easy runs in behind, but this pace is Spartans' attack. As this throw goes down the line now, chance for the enforcers to break. Goes through the legs of one player. Here come the enforcers. Goes on the byline. Should be 6-0. Easily 6-0. The enforcers are absolutely rampant. 6-0 here. And you would not bet against them making it 7. There was no challenge being offered. He ran through easily, right through the Spartans' defense. Again to the right-hand side. Took it past Lynch easily. Took it past the other defender for the Spartans. 6-0. And there's no fight back for the Spartans. No way back. You said at halftime the game was over. But no, you will have to say that they just have to look for a consolation goal, as nothing is going right for them so far. This has not been their day at all. Nothing has gone right for them attacking wise or defensively. And it's 6-0 to the enforcers here with about 10 minutes played in the second half. And the Spartans really have to fight out of a hole here. They really have to dig themselves out of this hole that they've created for themselves, you must say, as the forces have just taken what's been given to them. They're seeing heads dropping for the Spartans. Players are not really playing with as much conviction as they were earlier. Had injuries for the Spartans. Man, Tivon, he's gone down with an injury, and the missing players like Kevin Lake. And you must say the Spartans are really not up for the challenge here today. It's going to be a free kick, however, for the Spartans, going to be taken by the man Elric. As we've seen, but was the fourth substitution for the Spartans. We're seeing Emmanuel Richardson making his way off the field, I believe. That's the man Aaron, a veteran of the Spartans team, making his way onto the field. That's Aaron Richardson. And I think he's going to move into the midfield as well. But now we're seeing a change for the enforcers, as it's going to be the man Jackson, I believe, that is making his way onto the field, replacing the number 3 for the enforcers, the man Tony Carey. Free kick out taken by Elric. Ball goes in towards the box. It's going to fall off for the Spartans just for a shot. It's a shot. And the goalkeeper forced to make an easy save on his near post. Really a collect. As it was not a shot with real conviction, you would say. But it's the enforcers again looking to make it 7 heaven. Ball over the top now. It's going to be cleared by the Spartans defense. And here's Lynch now. He's going to win this ball in the challenge with the enforcers. And he's going to move down the line. Goes to ball forward action. And now here come the man Rouse. And he's not going to beat Bones in a race. Bones is rapid, you would say. But it was very easy for him, that one. And it's going to remain with the enforcers. Firmly with the enforcers. Come the Spartans now, it's Devante, I believe that is. And his pass is going to be intercepted, and now it's with the enforcers. That's the man Miller, goes out wide. There's a man over on the right hand side for the enforcers. He's going to bring this one down. And now can the enforcers make it 7? He's going to keep this one in on the byline. Goes back towards, I think that's the man Tyrese Buck. Ball moves its way inside now. And it's going to be a foul for a tug on the shoulder of a Spartans player by the enforcers attacker. I believe that was the man that was at the captain there for the enforcers. Yes, it was. The man Sean Isaac's the captain for the enforcers. But there's a header now that's going to bounce over the head of the enforcers player. And it's one back by the Spartans, and this one's cleared upfield. There's the man Dion Williams now looking for a chance for a pass. He is going to find a reverse pass through towards Stephen Rogers, but this one is going to be picked up easily by the enforcers defender. Goes out wide now. Space on the right hand side. Tons of space. Loose centrally. Again, no real pressure being applied. Now he's going to pressure be evaded easily. He's going to find the feet of Mason, I believe that is. Or is that the man Miller? But either way, he's forced out wide, and this one he gives away. Now here come the Spartans. They have tons of space. I think that's the man Thomas George. He's going to go for the long ball over the top. But again, that's not the right pass. And easily cleared by the defender for the enforcers. And it's going to remain, what is it, 6-0? 5-0? 6-0? Last count of the score. It's 6-0, I do believe, for the enforcers. And it's been an outright massacre so far. Here comes the throwing now by the captain, Enrique Rogers. He goes long into the box, but this is going to be headed clear easily by the enforcers. But one back by Aaron gives it over towards Rouse. Pass is going to find, that was Thomas, I believe it was. But it's going to be picked up well by the defender for the enforcers. And that will be out for a Spartans throw-in. We're just into the 15-minute here of the second half at the Raymond Eagle Short Football Stadium. And at 6-0, there's nothing more you can say. It's 6-0. And the enforcers have been thoroughly dominant. Here comes the throwing now by the Spartans actually. This one's gonna go into the box. Actually, no, it goes short. Here's the man Devontae Rose. His cross goes into the box, and it's gonna be a header. That's gonna be one well by the defender for the Enforcers, and that's gonna be out for a goal kick. That was a crucial header. That was one well by the Enforcers defender. I believe it was Bowens again. May have been Abbott as well, but again, you can say no harm done. Here comes the Enforcers now on the right hand side. And it's in the midfield and goes over to the right hand side again. Now they're trying to expose the left side of the Spartans defense. Ball goes over the top. And it is going to fall, but only for a Spartans player. And it's going to be clear that should be. And actually it's going to be a foul against the Enforcers. And a yellow card shown to the Enforcers player. I believe that's the man Duke for the Enforcers. Or is that the Captain Isaacs? Very difficult to see from our vantage point up here. Again, you may hope for upgrades in the future, but for now, this is what we have to. This is what we have to use. It may do with what we have, and it's going to be a free kick for the Spartans over on this their left-hand side. And we're taking on the man Eric. That's Eric Gokaran. He's going to look to go long over the top. This is going to be won by the Enforcers. Picked up well by Aaron. He moves it forward now. That's Aaron Richardson. It's now back with Devontae. Here's Devontae Richardson. Goes out wide. It was Devontae Rose. He's in a battle with number 5 that he wants to win. But he's going to win a free kick actually. And it was a missed kick by the number 5 that may have been judged as a foul against the Enforcers, but this has to be a chance for them to grab really a consolation goal as it's 6-0. Any goal that the Spartans score in this game will be nothing more than a consolation, maybe not even a consolation. It's going to be the man Thomas George who's going to take this one for the Spartans. And will he go for the shot? Will he go for the cross in? We'll have to wait and see. You can't see now, it's going to be Thomas. He lines up this one, goes for a shot that caused the Wild no real issues. There was no real height on it. It wouldn't have caused the goalkeeper any issues either. It's a pass by the man Miller on his way out wide actually for the Enforcers. He goes back and this one's going to be cleared out of play by the Spartans for an Enforcers throw-in. Here come the Enforcers again on the right hand side. Can this be a chance to make it 7-0? It's now back with, I think that's a man, Tyrese Burke. Ball moves inside, now he's going to find the feet of Miller. Miller moves over towards his compatriot, finds Miller again. Miller goes for a shot that was never going to trouble the goal of the man Darian. That's the man Darian Carty for the Spartans. There was never really a chance of it really moving towards the goal. It was with his weaker left foot. And now the ball goes long over the top again. That's Enforcers defense. That's the man Bowens is gonna. He's been rock solid today. Now here's a man Abbott in the defense of the Enforcers. Ball moves out wide. He's gonna find the feet of the Enforcers. So it's back with the Spartans, but he gives it away. Only momentarily back with the Spartans. Now here come the Enforcers. Here come the Enforcers over on the right hand side. He has a chance to put the ball into the box. He actually goes towards the byline, and the goalkeeper Darian is going to do very well to win this one before the attacker for the Enforcers, but his kick is a bit misplaced and it's just going to run out of play for a Enforcers throw. He's all back with Abbott now. He goes back in towards the goal of the man Cadet, I believe it is, in the goal for the Enforcers. Ball's over on the left hand side now. And now here come the Spartans. It's Lynch. Lynch moves in towards Thomas. It's as Thomas. Thomas goes over the top and towards Steven. Is Steven going to get this one before Tyrese? No, he will not, but Tyrese miscontrols it. And pressure being applied, it's Steven and Dion is going to win a throw-in to the Spartans over on the left-hand side. And can this be the chance for the Spartans to pull one back here? It doesn't look likely, but the forces seem to have taken their foot off the gas pedal, you would see. Here come the Spartans now. It's forward now. Here's Williams, I believe it is. Goes for a chip over the top, and that's going to be out for a Spartans throwing again on the left-hand side. What kind of throw-in cause this time? It goes into the box. Chance for a shot. That's going to be wide of the target. And out for a goal kick. So we're about halfway through this second half. About 21 minutes in actually. And it's 6-0 to the Enforcers. And you would have to say from the start of this game, it looked like it's always going to be an Enforcers victory. But here come the Spartans though, over the byline. He has a chance to put the ball into the box. Here's the man. That was a rouse, but he gives it away. Now here come the Enforcers. Chance for them to move forward. He gives it off. No chance for a pass. Essentially no. It's a good one too in the midfield. Here's Miller actually. Goes the ball out wide towards. That's the man over on the left-hand side. That was the man Mason actually. Gives it inside. No moves out wide. It's gonna fall for Mason. No, he's gonna leave it. And here come the Enforcers. Chance will make it 7-0. Cuts inside. And a very good clearance by the Spartans. That should have been 7-0. He took too long on the ball, dilly-dallied a bit, and it remains 6-0 here to the Enforcers. And that's going to be the introduction of the man, as the man Alton Brooks making his way onto the field for the Enforcers. He's going to replace him, the man Sean Brown, he would look like, yes. So it will be the man Sean Brown. He's going to be replaced by the man wearing the number 18 for the Enforcers, and that's Alton Brooks. Here comes the Enforcers throwing that goes short. It's going to be backward now. Took the throw ball, goes high into the box, and it's miscued, and it's going to be easily collected by the goalkeeper Darian. And this time he can just current extremely long. It's a very long kick by Darian. It's going to make its way all the way back with the goalkeeper, the custodian for the Enforcers, and he's going to pick this one up easily in the end. And now it's Tyrese Burke. Now it's forward now. Here's the Enforcers. Ball through the back of the Spartans defense. It made it right through the gap again. The through balls for the Enforcers have been extremely incisive, and they've caused some serious headaches to the defense of the Spartans. But you would say that with another half in this second half to go, that the Spartans have been hit for 6 so far, and it really should be more. It should be at least 10 for the Enforcers. They really should have more goals on the board. They've wasted a few chances, but you really can't criticize a team that has 6 goals so far. It's going to be picked up in the midfield by the Enforcers. It moves over to the right-hand side towards Tyrese Burke. And this one's going to be out of play for what's the signal by the referee. Spartans through. They were short. And pressure being applied, and the Enforcers can pick this one back up. And it's going to be a cramp, it looks like, for an Enforcers player in their midfield. And he's receiving some assistance by his teammate. I think that's Tyrese Burke, who's assisting out, who's helping out the Enforcers player who's on the ground. And take this opportunity to inform you of the games coming up tomorrow here. As in the first game of a doubleheader tomorrow, we're going to see it's the Limers FC, one of the newer teams here created in this male league, male senior league. They're going to be taking on the Uprising FC, and that should be a cracking game of two teams that are relatively similarly matched on paper. That should be a cracking game, and the second game, that's going to be the first of our semi-finals, you would say, as it's going to be the Docks FC, who eliminated the development. It's a very tough game for them. They're going to be taking on the Diamonds, who are on a serious high as they hit one of the bigger name teams in this league, the Attackers, for 6 goals. They beat the Attackers 6-0, and they'll be taking on the Ducks in what should also be a game of two relatively informed teams. Here comes the Spartans now. It's Eric Buchanan. He goes to the ball over the top. That's going to be won well by the Enforcers defender. Now they can break ball over the top. This is going to be headed just enough by the man Slicker Alaric Rogers. And it's now with the number 18 for the Enforcers. Picked up well by Devontae Rose. And he's going to go on a battle with the number 5. And he will win. Here comes Devontae Rose. He's got a bit of skill. Can they pull back one? The Spartans looking for any sort of a pass, but he has none. And that's going to be easily picked up by the Enforcers defender. He's now back in the defense of the Enforcers. A very incisive through ball is going to find the feet of the man Miller. And Miller's pass is going to be cut out well. And that's going to be picked up in the midfield by the Enforcers again. Here's the man Abbott. Abbott's pass is going to be cut out well. But the man Eric, he goes long over the top. It's going to be picked up well by, that's the man Andrews Bones. Pressure being applied. And it's the goalkeeper Cadets. And he's going to be put under pressure. And a bit of a mistake here. But it's not going to cost him. As he chose to take on the play, but a misplaced pass. Here's the man Devontae Rose. He goes on the right hand side. He's going to find the feet of Devontae Richardson. His cross is going to be cut out well, and the Enforcers can get away with it, you would think. Not just yet. It's Devontae Richardson again, and he is going to be in a battle that's going to be won well by the Enforcers. It's the man number 23. That's the man Mason. And that's going to be a pass by the number 14, Bowens. That was misplaced. And now here's Aaron. He's going to go quickly. He does go quickly. A throw over the top. It's going to be picked up by Thomas George. He has a chance for a shot. And if he can find Steven. Yes, Steven Rogers goes for a shot and makes his way into the back of the net. But it's going to be ruled offside by the linesman. The best chance of the game for the Spartans squandered by an offside call by the linesman. And you would have to say that the man Stephen was offside. And it's going to remain 6 goals to nothing for the Enforcers. And it really should be 7. Could be 7. But so far they've not had a chance for some time now. So on the right hand side, the man Tyrese Bork now. He goes central, is going to find Bowens. Bowens goes back out wide to the right hand side. Now back over to the right hand side. For I believe that's the man Sylvanus James over there. Here comes the Enforcers again over on the right hand side. I think that's Sylvanus again. I believe it's Sylvanus. He goes over the top looking for the runner there. I believe that was Captain Sean Isaacs. But that's going to be out for an Enforcers corner. And we're now going to see another substitution for the Enforcers. It's going to be the introduction of the man. That's the man Aaron Sonson. He makes his way onto the field to replace Tyrese Buck. Corner goes in, but they force the header towards goal, and that's going to be picked up well by the goalkeeper Darian, as the header was goal bound, but he did well to collect this one cleanly. As the forces are now ringing in the changes, we're going to see 2 more being made, and 2 more being sent over to the 4th official to be made. Throwing goes long by the man Aaron. Over the head of Devontae Rose, is going to be picked up well by Andrews Bowens. So back with the enforcers in the midfield. That's the man Mason over towards Miller. Miller has a man over on the left hand side in the number 18. That's the man Brooks. Ball goes over the top, and the man Solomon Gukaran does just enough. Not convincing, but just enough done by him. And then we're going to see a double substitution for the enforcers. Yes, it will be the introduction of the number 24, Van Roy Harbert. He's going to make his way onto the field. I think he'll be replacing as the man Mason. Actually, no, it's Captain Sean Isaacs he's replacing. Yes, it is Captain Sean Isaacs, as he gives over the captaincy to, I believe that's Mason. We're also going to see the number 15. That's the man Harv Lewis. Yes, Harv is making his way onto the field as well. So the man Isaacs won't get his hat trick today, as he's being replaced. And we'll see introduction of the man Herbert as well as the man Harv Lewis. About 32 minutes played here in the second half, and the Spartans have no shout. They've had no real answer to this dominant enforcers defense and attack, and it is 6-0 as the enforcers have taken their foot off the gas pedal. They could look to make it 10 if they really wanted to, but I don't think they're really focusing on that. They're trying to conserve players' energy. But there's a chance for the Spartans. He's taking down the box. Referee says no, nothing doing. Referee says that is no penalty. It looked like he tripped over the ball, and that's going to be enforcer's ball. Here comes the man Miller. Miller in the midfield for the enforcers. Looking for the pass forward. Is going to only find the feet of Duke, I believe that is. Back with Miller. Another ball over the top, but the Spartans going to be picked up easily in the defense. Well, should have picked up easily. And it's actually going to be a foul against the enforcers. There's going to be a Spartans free kick. Comes Thomas George, and also the ball over the top, and this was the back post, and the goalkeeper does just enough, and he goes down with an injury. As it was a very good chipped ball over towards the back post for the man Thomas George, but we're gonna see a consult between the linesman and the referee as they're gonna decide what to do, and he signals penalty. penalty signaled by the referee. A controversial call there by the ref. He signals penalty to the Spartans. And can they get a consolation goal here? You would have to say ball never lies. And it's going to be the man Thomas George to take this one for the Spartans. Can he make it 6-1? It should be 6-1. It's a penalty. These are usually the easiest goals to take, but they are never easy with the goalkeeper putting you off. It's going to be a penalty to the Spartans here. A controversial call for the Spartans' favor. Here comes Thomas George. He goes to the penalty, steps up, and again, the ball never lies. The ball cannot lie. It remains 6-0. It didn't look like a penalty from my vantage point. Referee saw otherwise, but the ball is wrong according to the man Millington. The ball never lies, and it's going to remain 6-0. But here comes the Spartans again, and this is going to be a foul this time against them. Again, no, we're looking a bit dangerous here. Then the first defense is living dangerously. No, we give it away. Here's the man, Deion Williams. Goes central, very good one too. Here comes Deion Williams. Goes for a shot, and it's wide of the target. But again, these Spartans have sparked to life so far. You wouldn't have thought it at the start of the second half, but they have come out much a better team. They have played the better football in the second half, and they are really causing the Forces defense a huge load of problems, a boatload of problems. Here comes the Spartans again. It's Aaron over towards the man Devontae. Is going to be taken off him by Mason. Actually, no, that's not Mason. That's Miller. Yes, it is Miller. And we're seeing a bit of shot tugging here, but no harm done. It's in the defense now with... That's Mason. Another ball moves forward. This is going to be cut out well by Eric, but he can't keep it in play, can he? No, he cannot. And that's going to be a misinterception by Alaric Rogers. And here come the enforcers. That's the man Duke, I do believe. Is that Duke or is that Silvanus? Here is the enforcers. It's Miller. Lays it off. Here's Mason. Goes out wide. There's space over there. Tons of space over there. Ball goes over the top. It's going to be header one by the enforcers. And finally, our referee's going to call this play to a halt for an injury now against... Again, an injury for a Spartans player. And on this break, we can take a chance to tell you about the start of the women's knuckle tournament that's going to be starting on Wednesday, the 9th of September. It is going to be the Gazelles taking on the Youngsters in the first game starting at 6 p.m. And then no game on Thursday, and Saturday starting at 4 p.m. is the Shining Stars against the Little Soldiers. That's going to be at 4. And then also for the women on Sunday, we're going to see the Superstars who actually got a bye in this tournament. They're going to be taking on the winner of either the Gazelles or the Youngsters. So that is the setup for the women's knuckle tournament. That's the schedule actually. There's going to be Spartans ball. Here's the man Solomon Kukuran. He goes over the top towards the man Devontae Rouse. Here comes Devontae Rouse now. And he's going to be met well by an enforcer's defender. And he cuts it out easily for a Spartans throw-in. Into the last 5 minutes of the second half now. It's 6-0 to the enforcers. The Spartans had a penalty. The ball does not lie. It didn't look like a penalty to me. And the ball decided, no, I'm going to allow the keeper to save me. And that's a bit of that's a flop, you would say, the box by a Spartans player. And that also forces to have space. There was a bunch of space over there for, I believe, that's the number 18, Antoine Brooks. But now here comes the enforcers. There's no foul. Yes, there is a foul, says the referee. Into the 40th minute, the referee saw a foul there, and what should have been 7-0, what could have been 7-0. Over the top, was going to follow. Here's Dion Williams, and he's seen as offside, says the referee. The linesman signals offside on the near side here. I think that's the man Ambrell signaled the offside. Now here come the enforcers. Ball moves forward now. Ball over to the right hand side actually now. He's going to look for a pass. He does move centrally, but this one's going to be picked up easily in the midfield. Though they can calm it down. It's with that's man Bowens over towards number 2 Abbott. Now in the midfield for the enforcers. Looks to move forward. It's a good step in by Salo. And you have to wonder why he didn't start today for the Spartans, as he's played a very good game. As the enforcers can come away with it now. Ball moves over to the left hand, so it's going to be cut out well by Eric. And now he can move forward. Here comes Eric. Eric is going to line up for a shot. He does take a shot, but a tame effort at that. He didn't need to go for the shot. And if he was going to go for the shot, he had to put a lot more power behind it. But he scuffed it in reality, and that's going to be a chance for the enforcers to break. Ball through the lines is going to be cut out well by Captain Alaric. That's going to be out for a throw-in. Here come the Spartans now. Ball's going to be picked up well by the enforcers, and it's over to the left-hand side. It's the man in number 5 moves forward now. It was the man Anton Brooks, I believe. That is the number 18. But it's back with Alaric now, Captain Alaric. He's in the battle left. He won't win. And now it's the man Silvanus. Over to the right-hand side. There's tons of space for him to break into. Taking past the defender easily. He picks back up the ball. Goes over to the right-hand side. Goes for a shot. That's going to be... Is that into the back of the net? Is that into the back of the net? Yes, it is into the back of the net. A clinical finish there on the right-hand side. And the enforcers make it 7-heaven. It's 7-0 to the enforcers. The Spartans have had zero answer today. None whatsoever. It's 7-0 to the enforcers. A clinical finish on the right-hand side. And the enforcers really have put this game far beyond a shadow of a doubt. And we're now going to see another substitution for, I believe that's the man Vern Batik. I believe he's making his way onto the field, replacing Stephen Rogers. As I believe that this is the man Vern. He hasn't had much playing time this season, but he is getting a bit of game time today. Now here's the ball over the top. It's going to be won again easily by Bowens. Over to the right hand side now. Here come the enforcers. It's the man Miller in the midfield. He's running the midfield for the enforcers. Goes for the through ball again. But this one's going to be cut out well by the Spartans. Can they make it 7-1? Can they make it 7-1? It's Devontae Rouse. Here comes Devontae Rouse. He's going to pick this one up on the right hand side. He looks to cut it past. Well, on the byline actually. Keeps it in play. He has a chance to put a ball in. He's going to look to take it past the defender. And that he will do. But he's going to be stuck with the defender. The defender is not allowing him any sort of breathing room. That's going to be out for a throw to the Spartans. Ball moves into the box now. I think that's the man Thomas. Back out wide. Ball over the top by Lynch. But that's going to be picked up easily by the goalkeeper, I believe. The custodian for the Forces. And a very good throw as well. So going to find the feet of the man Brooks. Here's the man Alton Brooks. Ball goes forward now. Can they make it 8? Should it be 8? Extremely well done there by the man Solomon Gukaran. That's brilliant defending by Solomon. And that's going to be out for a corner to the Enforcers now. Here comes the corner for the Enforcers. It's going to be taken over, and this is the near side as we enter at the time of the second half actually. This ball is going to fall in the box. Should be 8. Will it be 8? It falls. It's going to break, and it's out of danger. My goodness, that should have been 8-0. But he just couldn't get the ball out of his feet. And now here come the Spartans. It's the man Thomas George. He's going to take it past one player. Goes the ball forward. This is going to be picked up easily by the Enforcers. No harm done. But a free kick, says the referee, a free kick to the Spartans. As it was a foul by, I believe, that's the man Mason, who wearing the captain's armband now for the Enforcers, as he seemed to have tripped Thomas there when he was playing the pass. And it's going to be a Spartans free kick. Here comes the man Thomas George, going to take this one for the Spartans. Looks to go far, goes high. It's going to be picked up easily by Bowens. Here come the Enforcers now. It's Mason. Mason lays it off towards, that's Miller. Miller goes out wide now. He's going to find the feet of the number 15. He goes forward now. He's going to win the challenge there. That's the man Sylvanus James. Chance the ball to go forward again. And now a foul. Well, a change of signal by the referee. He originally signaled for a Spartans free kick, but it always looked like it had to be an Enforcers free kick. Taken quickly, and the Enforcers are going to look to play this one slowly. It's the midfield now. It's Mason. Mason finds Miller. Miller takes it past one player. Miller with a chance to take a shot. Miller in space. Takes it past a second player. Looking for a pass actually, but there's no space being created by the player on the right hand side. There's no over there for the right back now. Can I tell you it is? Because the player started over there, Tyrese Buck, is off the field. Let's go to the Enforcers free kick, is it? Is it going to be an Enforcers free kick? Yes, it will be an Enforcers free kick. Yes, it is going to be an Enforcers free kick, and that's a dangerous position for a free kick. An extremely dangerous position for a free kick. That's right on the edge of the box actually. That's 20 yards from goal at the most, and perfect for a left footer to take. And can he put this one to trouble the goal of the man Darian, as he has to pick the ball out of the net, 7 times today? Yes, I believe 7 times today. Can it be 8? Does it the free kick? It's going to be off the wall. It was taken by a right foot actually. This one's going to be kicked. It goes on the byline easily, too easily. And eventually he stopped and is out for a corner. But that's too easy for the Enforcers. They're just opening up this Spartans defense time and time again. They've done it 7 times so far, it's resulted in goals, and countless others that should have been goals. But always a corner for the Spartans. Can they drag back a goal? That's not even going to be a consolation. Ball high. It's going to be headed out by a Spartans player. And here come the Enforcers. And it's not the Enforcers. Takes it past a couple. He's going to go for a shot. Actually, that's going to be blocked. I know the Spartans can move forward over on the right hand side with Devante Rouse. He's going to be met well by an Enforcers player, and that's just too much strength for him. But the referee says no, free kick and a yellow card. Actually, is it a yellow card? No, it's going to be a talk. Yes, it is a yellow card, says the referee. He looked to talk to him at first, but he eventually brandishes the yellow. It's going to be Thomas George who's going to take this one for the Spartans FC. Here comes Thomas now. He goes for the ball. He slips actually. Doesn't get enough power behind it. And this is going to be cut out. And the referee signals time on this game. A disappointing game for the Spartans. But jubilation for the Enforcers as they move on in this knockout tournament. A final score 7-0. My goodness. You wonder for the past the Enforcers. They've come out with all with their heads up and all guns blazing. And 7-1. What more can you say? 7 goals to 1. That's going to be all for us here today at the Romani Gishar Football Stadium. That's the final scores in this game 7-1. The final score in the first game, Alliance 1-0. That's the end of today's play in the Knuckles tournament. And that's going to be me signing out today on a brilliant game, brilliant day of football.